Hey guys, and welcome to game number 42 out of 100 of my Revenge of the Mack series against the AI-powered Scrabble bot BestBot. We are still up a game in the match despite a rough loss on Monday, so 21 and 20 heading into this game, and a nice start for me. I'm going to be bingoing AGOPRT blank. Portage probably going to be what I end up playing here. I see Ragtops as well. Actually, Ragtops might be a little bit better because Portage, at least if I play it in the highest scoring spot, I don't like how it opens a double hook with a D or an S. Ragtops don't love floating an S for it to bingo with, but it's a little safer otherwise, so I think I prefer that. We just take like 10 seconds and see if there's a third 7 here that's safer, but I'm not seeing it. I don't think it's worth spending a lot of time. Ragtops is the play, and we draw 6 vowels. Can't complain too much. I did open with a blank bingo, but certainly not what I wanted to see, and the bot comes right back with curating. So, well, neither Portage or Ragtops was going to stop that, as the R was getting floated regardless. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this now. Hoagie? Both placements of Hoagie just miss all of the bonus squares. So not too keen on that. Exchange? Maybe? Ohio? Man, I got like nothing good here. Yeah, I mean, I could play Hoagie for 11, but it gives back a lot. I mean, this H next to here is a little risky. This spot's risky if it has an X or something ending in a Y for a lot. I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to play it here either. It gives just their positionally. I mean, giving back this triple, X-bomb, like, it's just not worth it for 12 points, keeping a bad leave. You're just better off exchanging at that point. I mean, exchanging down to EH doesn't feel too bad here. It's a great leave. I've got an S to play through a C, a T. The H is an excellent tile on this board. So I don't hate the idea of exchanging 5. The good thing about this board right now is, like, there are a lot of bingo lines, but there's not a lot of great scoring spots. So there's nothing to be too concerned about as far as, like, the bot getting some sort of high pointer before me. So probably best to just go all out for building towards a bingo here and trade. I mean, I'm not... Yeah, I just have, like, nothing here. I'm not going to do this. Like, if that's just terrible. Keeping A-E-I-O. Yeah, there's just nothing here, unfortunately. This feels like a rack that is often barely worth playing through, but on this board, given the available options, I'm just not seeing it. I'm trading 5. Okay. That is certainly better. Second R is a bit clunky, but must be bingoing. All right, nice play there of Unwooed for 44. I actually don't see a bingo yet, but there's got to be one, I'm sure. Oh, I can actually play a 9. I can play Blatherer through the T and the E. That's kind of cool. For 65. Not sure that's actually optimal, but it's cool nonetheless. Yeah, the H and the 2 R's are kind of awkward. So let's see what else might be available. Maybe through the I, hardlier. That's not a word. You usually can't make comparative adverbs like that. Start going through the alphabet here. I don't think there's anything with an A or B. How about a C? Larcher, that's also not a word. D, heraldry almost, but no. E, maybe? I don't think there's an E. F, G, with an I? Is there nothing other than playing a 9 here? That would be wild. I guess I could play Latherers too. But I think I'd rather play Blatherer, because yeah, Latherers, well, gives back the hook. I don't think Slatherers is good, but I'm not 100% sure, and there's no reason to open up a hook I'm not sure of if I don't have to against BestBot. I feel like Latherer only takes the front B. But I'm positive it takes a B, so I'd rather just play Blatherer. But anyway, let me still just make sure I'm not missing something like through this I or this S, because that would just be better. All right, what was I on? I think like I in my alphabet search here. JK isn't going to work. L, M, N. Yeah, maybe there's just nothing. Huh. Weird. It just really feels like there should be something. But I guess the 2 R's and the H make it hard. All right, I think I've spent enough time here, guys. I think I'm going to just play Blatherer here. I don't see anything better. Hopefully I'm not missing something obvious. That would be pretty bad, but I think there isn't anything. And this feels like a good draw. I have Falderall through the L. Okay, the body's continuing to score. I'm actually down here, even though I've out-bingoed it, and I've gotten both blanks. This is like the pattern from Monday's game. I got both blanks, but just the bot kept scoring, and the rest of my racks were not great. Although here I do get a key draw. Falderall, well, where do I want to play it? I think I actually want to play it here. Yeah, block that E a little bit and not set up Falderalls for an easy, like, 40, 50-point hook with 4 S's left. Yeah, definitely better to play it here. So that's my third bingo in 4 turns, and this is a decent draw here, too. I don't think I have another bingo, but not that unhappy to see this draw. Should have at least some respectable options. Okay, bot plays Vital. I'm up, but I'm not up much. I'm only up 30, 29 to be exact. So certainly one option that's not bad is this. I mean, it's 30 points. DILO is not great, but it's not bad. So there's a decent chance I end up playing that. It's really not a particularly bad play. Bola here keeps a slightly better leave. Scores 6 fewer. Could see that. At least make some effort to muck up this big scoring spot in the top right, although Ball does block that E, as well as the scoring spot that it uses under the Z here, so that has some merit as well. Anything here through this A? By... No, not really. Bidal, that's not a word. Something like that is what I'm looking for here. I don't think so. Lobel, no. That would even work because of OT. Yeah, nothing much here. So probably just Ball. I just want. Do I have anything like here, like almost Dobbin or something? Oh, no, nothing I'm seeing. So yeah, probably just Ball here. I think that's better than Bola by a little bit. But it's tough to say. I guess I could give back some massive X plays, actually, now that I think of it. If it has, like, Ox for Gobo and Zax. That's interesting. Not sure I want to worry about that too much. I do prefer saving the A, so I don't hate Bola. I think for 6 more, though, and it does have some merit of blocking that E, I think it's still better to do this. Not by a lot, but I do think this is the right play. So I'm going to do that. That's a good draw. I don't know if I have a bingo. And wow, QI comes down instantly. And that would have been one benefit of Bola. It did block that spot. And the bot has now clawed its way back to within 13 despite being out bingoed 3-1. The bot has used under 30 seconds and we're more than halfway through this game. That's crazy fast for BestBot. Wow. It must just have super straightforward turns. This is another turn for me that feels far from straightforward. I don't see any standout plays here. I still have no idea what I'm going to do. Limbos doesn't even work. This spot looks pretty good, but don't have anything there. I need an E for limbed or something. There's 8 E's left. The problem is the only thing I have that goes after Za is the S. I mean, is that insane? There are 3 S's left, and there aren't a lot of S hooks on the board. It might not be crazy to use that to take out that spot and score 27 with 3 S's still left. Like, if I can't find anything else, then I might do that. I mean, Limo is just, it's not a very inspiring play. 18 points. I mean, DST is fine, but it's not a great leave. It's not a good board for bingoing or anything. I might go with Deuce over Limo. I guess blocking this S does have some merit. I mean, I am still up. I'm not up much, though. Like, I don't think I'm in a position where I want to start going out of my way to play defensively. If it's convenient to play defensively, that's fine, but Oh, you know what I should do? Oh, okay. Yeah, I almost just didn't even see this word. Okay, that's obviously the best play by a lot. So I'm glad I saw that. Yeah, I've missed that word before. It's obviously a common word, but sometimes it's tricky to see a word ending in IF just because it's not normally what you think of. But yeah, that's the best play by like a country mile. Like there's nothing even close. And the P is a great tile to get because now I can play with Zap here. Hop or maybe even Top to save the H for scoring, depending on what it does. But we'll see. Any. Okay. So setting up the S. It's almost certainly got one if it's making that play, especially with 3 S's left. I just don't really have anything good there. I don't think I'm going to play Shop and take that out. It's also not that scary a hook if it doesn't have a bingo. Like, it's hard to get a 6 ending in an S that's going to score huge. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave that open. Like, it's very expensive for me to block that right now relative to my best scoring play, which scores more and keeps the S. Question is, yeah, hop or top? I'm kind of tempted to play top. The SH combo is really powerful, and I'm only getting 1 extra turn on whatever tile I put at this L10 square. So, like, for just 3 less, I kind of, with a lead too, I sort of like saving SH. I mean, this is going to, even with poor draws where I don't bingo or have anything great, and sure I have some decent scoring potential. I mean, DLTS is fine, but, I mean, DHLS just, again, feels a little bit more stable with a lead. I think I would sacrifice 3 to keep the H. There's also Lop. Is Lop better than Top? I guess the T goes a little better with this. The T probably goes better with the H, but worse with the D than the L. I guess this is still slightly better. Yeah, probably slightly better. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't generate Lop immediately. A little sloppy on my play generation the last 2 turns. Not seeing Lop immediately and not seeing Motif for like 2 minutes. That's not great. I'm also down to 8 minutes on the clock, so I want to make these plays quickly. The bot has just been playing at an absolutely blistering pace this game. Still has only used 44 seconds. Yeah, it's just not worth it to play down here. I mean, I'm going up 75 points. This is the move. Okay. I guess I should have kept the L. I would have had Huddles. Go figure. Can't know that, and I don't think Huddles actually plays. Well, now it would have, but can't know that, obviously. Okay. So bot does cash in for 51, but I'm still up here. We're doing fine. And did open a big line here. I kind of want to go there, but I don't have anything great. Do I have any cool, like, no, nothing much. Could also just play something like Duh. Problem is, if I play Duh and the bot bingos here, I'm kind of screwed because there's just nowhere else to really go. I just don't really have any good plays here. I mean, I'm not up that much that I can start sacrificing huge amounts. I mean, I guess I could play Dusted for 23. It's not a crazy idea, keeping the H for scoring. Again, the S is not the most useful tile on this board right now. So it's not a terrible play. It does give back some easy scores under here, but it also could help me score under there, you know, especially if the bot bingos up here, could help me stay in the game. Like, Duh, it's a very concerning play in that, again, if the bot were to bingo here, I guess if the bot were to bingo here, depending on what I draw, I might have some counterplay. It sort of does give the bot one chance to hit this. Like, it's such an effective block of the top, and it keeps a great leave. I'm still up 43 points. Like, this might be right. Like, it's a gamble, but the bot drew 6 tiles. It's really not that likely to hit something here. And if it doesn't, I can often just play, like, DE here and kill that and probably claw my way or grind my way to a victory. I think I am going to go with Duh. I think the odds of the bot hitting a bingo there with that pool with JFXYYW and stuff still out there are small enough that it's worth it to do this. But we'll see. Junkie for 40. Okay, I didn't expect that many points. But, like, I'm still up a tempo. I mean, I feel pretty decent, guys, if I just play FE here. Like, I'm still up 30. I've got a good leave. It's hard to score that much on this board, you would think. Yeah, junkie for 40. Wow, that was a little surprising to see that many points on an overlap, but it certainly could have been worse. Yeah, I don't have a bingo here, unfortunately, myself. But again, FE for 25, keeping solid stuff here. I'm feeling pretty good still about my chances. Seems like the right call to me. Happy to see that, even though I only have one vowel, the X and the Y are two big scoring tiles. That's a very good draw. Like, this is, yeah, now, and see, this is kind of what I figured. Like, I'm just gonna be a tempo ahead here, guys, and I can probably claw my way to a win in most cases. So now let's see how we want to do this. I think just X, right? I guess the risk with this is I have no vowels, but I have the Y, which helps me a lot. If I draw like, I mean, I guess I could give back some counterplay with Oxo. If the bot doesn't have the O, I think I just win, because I'm going to have a big play with Oxy. I guess it could try to open a bingo line here on the left. It very well might. Like, it's 45 points. It feels pretty good. I guess I could, I mean, I don't think I have much to really worry about with X. I mean, so, okay, also if it plays with Oxo, like, so what? It's not going to have follow-up under here. I mean, if it plays Mob, I'm still up 15 with one in the bag. I should win that pretty easily. Yeah, I should win that without too much issue, I think. Because it's not going to have scoring tiles. Yeah, I think I just play this. I mean, I have an S, so I'm not going to fall victim to any sort of setups here. There's no way for it to score. Yeah, this is fine. Just do this. There's nowhere for Zister, right? X-Y-S-T-E-R, or just Zist even. Nah. Yeah, I mean, because even with X, they can play under here. Like, there's no reason to not take the points. All right. I actually have a 7 here. Trysts. T-R-Y-S-T-E-S. All right, and it plays by, which makes sense. It's opening a line here. Trying to hit, like, game mines or something. So I gotta figure out what I want to do about that. I don't really want to play Sty and give it that S. Yeah, that's a good play by the bot. I should have figured it was going to try something like this. So yeah, how do I want to block? Huh. Yeah, like try or Sty is going to give back a floater. Yeah, I mean, Gammines. Can I play like here to obstruct? Not really. I mean, like this gives back hooks too. Maybe just this. I mean, Seeming still fits and Gammine, so at least I'd force it to have that specific rack. Huh. Is that the best I can do to block, though? That's pretty uncomfortable. Yeah, I can't play anything to Udo or anything here. I could also try to outrun, I guess. Feels like it's going to be hard to do. But maybe I mean, I have... I mean, things like this are 37 points. It's probably still not enough in most cases, though. Right, to outrun things like... and Gammines. I mean, Gammines is like 80. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. I mean, obviously I can't do it right now because I would empty the bag. But I mean, like play off 1 or something. And then try to do that. I don't think that's going to work. I mean, I guess, yeah, Sty, that probably gives back more bingos, right, than buy. I would think. I guess the issue with buy, though, is that I can fish again. Right? And it still could be hard for me to block Seeming. Wow, this is a shockingly annoying play. I might just have to play Sty. I mean, it doesn't probably bingo that much. There's stuff, though. There's Animosis. Yeah, I mean, Gaminess actually doesn't fit. I mean, it's obviously got the A. If it's going to play a buy, it must. Agonizes. Yeah, ugh. There's stuff that fits. I have a minute. I'd rather put an E there, but I can't. Testy, Trey, no. The S is probably the best tile to put there. I'm probably still better off. Am I better off putting the S there or just maybe try? No, the T is probably worse. Yeah. I don't know what to do here. This is actually pretty confounding. And I'm running out of time to figure it out. Yeah, Y-E-T-E. Everything just gives back a hook. R-E. Wow. I, I have to do something, guys. I have no time. I think I just happened to block it. Wow, I had Gamines. That's amazing. Yeah, because gaminess doesn't fit. Steaming, Mintages, Miss Agent, Mangiest. That's actually insane. I think I made like the one play that wins against the actual rack it had. That doesn't mean I made the best play. All right, let me not flag here, guys. Hold on. All right. I don't know if this is going to be right, but I'm just going to do something. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Geez. Yeah, I have no idea if Sty is correct. Like, like what else am I? So yeah, obviously if I do this, if it bingos out, it just wins. And yeah, I mean, I don't have any blocks here. Like, I guess there's, and I don't think this, I should maybe consider this. I don't think this ever outruns, because I mean, I'm only up, I'm up 65. Maybe it does, but then where's my follow-up? Because now I have no Y and no vowels. So if I do this and go up 65, if it plays like Gamines or Seeming, I mean, that's an 80-point play. I'm down 15. It's going to have one tile. It's obviously going out. I'm going to need to net 20. I don't think that's happening. I really don't think that's happening. So I don't see myself outrunning. I think this game is going to come down to whether BestBot bingos. So I might as well make some effort to block, right? Or maybe I don't. Maybe I just leave this. Maybe I made it worse. I don't think I did, though. Like if you infer an A, which I think you have to after buy, like the vast majority of the time. I mean, YE just makes it worse, or like any 2 here makes it worse. So it's either an emptier or dropping the Y. And again, dropping the Y, I mean, it does block a decent amount of bingos, but yeah, it doesn't block Gamines. Maybe this is just better. But my concern with this, though, guys, again, was that if it doesn't immediately have Gamines, I give it another chance to fish for it. And then I still might not be able to block. Like I'm in the same situation as before, and I've given it a chance to improve its rack. Right? So that's part of why I felt I had to just play Sty now, and if it's like if it has it, it has it. If it doesn't have it, it doesn't have it. But I don't know, maybe it is still better to do this, because like there's so little that fits, I guess, other than Gamines here. It just happened to had that one word. So, I mean, it's possible just playing buy is still correct. Let me run this through Macondo, at least as far as the non-emptying plays go. I don't think Macondo has the ability to permute stuff like this yet, but let me at least see of the non-emptying, or of the plays that do empty the bag, sorry, is what I meant to say, is Sty correct? So let's answer that question. Okay, guys, so according to Macondo, there's actually a really cool play here I missed. It doesn't, like, win all the time, but it wins a little more. I can play Testudo to the Udo, which partially blocks the Abai line. And the E is not that great a floater with this pool, because it's already a little vowel heavy, and there's already an E, and the T has to be early in the word. Now, ironically, Testudo would have lost against the bot's actual rack, because it could have played Gamines and Abai. But whether you infer an A for the bot or not after buy, Testudo does come out to be the best play. And interestingly, Sty appears to be a mistake. Not by a massive amount, so Testudo seems to win in the ballpark of 80 to 85%, Sty seems to win 70 to 75%. So it's not like a massive mistake, but Sty is a little bit worse, and it actually also seems to like sue it here a little bit better than Sty. Perhaps because it doesn't really block game lines because Seeming still fits, but I guess there's some words like Manos that only fit with a tile reaching to 10D, and this gets in the way of it, so at least makes some effort to block. It also likes Sua better than Sty, and it even seems to like just ignoring the spot more than Sty. I guess because Sty does give back some things that don't already fit, like Agonizes now fits. There's even stuff like Negation through this T with an AT. So Sty actually does give back a decent amount here, more than I gave it credit for. So this is a mistake. It just so happens that the bot had like the one rack that Sty wins that every single other play known to man basically loses, which is kind of crazy. So I got a little lucky here, guys. I made a suboptimal play, not a severely suboptimal play. Again, I probably squandered about 10% win chances here, depending on whether or not you want to infer the A. It could be anywhere between like 8 and 12%, but we'll call it around a 10% win chances mistake, winning like low 70s instead of low 80s, but happened that this one won. So it's kind of the inverse of, I forget the game number, but there was a game a couple weeks to a month ago where in the pre-end game I made the correct play. It was a Hail Mary that I made winning 2 out of 36, and it turns out that I had a play that won 1 out of 36 that actually would have won the game. So I made the correct play mathematically and I lost. Here I made the incorrect play mathematically, it would seem, and I won. So that's part of the game, guys, sometimes. And that's why we play a 100-game match, right? And not a 1 game or even 10 games or something short. Because over time, both of those things are going to happen and it's going to even out, right? Sometimes you're going to have bad beats, right? Where you make the right play and you lose. And you're going to have lucky wins where you make the wrong play and you win because of it. And this was a lucky win. I did make a mistake and I got away with it and I won. But now let's look at the rest of this game because I do want to see what I might have missed earlier. But yeah, okay, Ragtops looks good. Bot Bingo's back. Yeah, no, come on. I'm not doing this for 23, putting an A there and keeping 3 E's. Absolutely not. Yeah, I didn't like either placement of Hoagie. No, exchanging here feels right for sure. Okay, and I didn't consider this. I guess not bingoing is viable here. Earthlier, too. That's cool. So the only bingos are 9s. Yeah, Latherers. So I guess Slatherer is not good. I was correct about that. Blatherer is still fine over Latherers. I'm not worried about floating a blank B. Yeah, Harl for 31 is interesting. I didn't consider not bingoing here. 34... I just worry, like, if the bot plays to this S, the board is pretty bad for bingoing. I think on a more open board where there were more bingo lines, like the triple words, I could see this. This board doesn't feel great, so I would probably take the bingo while I can, personally. But Harl is certainly not a bad play. Ooze for 48 for sure. Yeah, I like this placement. Like I said, gets in the way of that E, doesn't open the hook. Bot playing Vital. I guess because there's 7 eyes left, it's just so likely to redraw an eye. That's so interesting. Yeah, Caught feels more natural, but again, there's 7 eyes, and now it's a problem because I'm just so likely to hammer it for 40 under here. And Chi is pretty uninspiring. So it does this. It figures I'm often not going to go there. Worst case, it gets a Q drop for 22. And if it draws an eye, it has 46. Yeah, instructive play there. It makes sense. Oh, I missed Bilboa. Yeah, that's probably better. It's not a big mistake, but yeah, I think that's better. DL, I think is a little better than DLIO. Just gives me more chance to draw like an S or an X or something good out of the bag. Blocks a little bit more stuff. Yeah, small mistake here. I only considered ending in like a D. I didn't consider that. That's sneaky with the 2-val ending. I should have seen it, but okay. And the bot actually draws 3 eyes. Wow. Okay. So very happy for the bot, from the bot's perspective to hit Chi. Yeah, big find of motif here. I just didn't have anything else good. Yeah, Dom here, I didn't even look at that. But yeah, glad I saw this. It's light years better than anything else. And the bot's still having eye trouble here. Plays Innie, which makes sense. It's starting to fall behind. It's going to be, after this horrible rack, it's going to be down like a bingo, so it's got to take some chances. Yeah, I think a lot makes sense. Just keeping my foot on the gas here. Plays Vesica. Yeah, I like Duh. I didn't consider Shooted for 32. That's also an interesting play. Scoring going up like 56, forcing it to hit on top. That's also an idea. But I like the stability of this leave, and again, in most cases, as we saw, I felt like I can just block here and hold on in the vast majority of situations. Yeah, FE looks good. And then Rewar. Yeah, X, I still think X is fine. And this byplay was just genius. Like, it was shockingly hard for me to do anything about it. If I even had an I could have just played SI. But, like, that's why you try these kind of things. It's not likely to work, but, you have to bingo here if you're the bot. This is never going to do it. This is I mean, this is easier to block, so it's a good play. Hit magnets and stuff like that, Gammines, and yeah, just like I said, fortunate for me here. I made the wrong play, but it's 3 in the bag. It's just so hard to calculate. There's 120 possible racks. I mean, minus duplication the bot could have. I can't mathematically go through all of those racks for every candidate play I'm considering in 4 minutes. If I had like 15 minutes, I could maybe have permuted more of these racks, and like if I had pen and paper and I'd like make a table of, okay, all of these plays, what draws bingo with what, that kind of thing. But with 4 minutes, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I had to kind of use some intuition here. My intuition appears to have been wrong, but I got lucky. Again, the bot had one of the racks where this was the winning play. I find it was a little more. I was just relieved at this point and happy to not flag, and I won the game. So yeah, a little bit of luck here, guys, with style. So Bilboa, I think, was a bit of a miss earlier. So not a perfect game by any stretch. Still a reasonably well-played game, though, by me. Not too unhappy with that, and just happy to get the win, especially after a tough loss on Monday. So we split the games this week. Not a bad result. We are 2 games ahead once again, 22 and 20 as we finish this week. So pretty good. Can't complain about that. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, really appreciate your support. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Please consider leaving a like or subscribing if you enjoyed the video. Thank you all again so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all soon for the next video. Bye-bye.